Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be continuing with our Football Academy Manager save, and we are basically gonna do our best to get some better players. We do want to make sure we can get this money up. We have been doing so well so far. We've got our prestige level higher, and we're trying to make sure that that prestige goes all the way to 10. Because if we look over here at the Academy section, we're waiting for upgrades. Some of these, we are unlocking a dormitory so we can get more players. We're gonna also try to sell some or get some players transferred. Now we also want to focus on other stuff like all these facilities, and so that's our first order of business, I guess. We are also gonna go to our next match day. We're only, I think, like 2 months into the season. Yeah, this is the second month of the season. We're halfway done. But we also don't really need to scout too much because we've already scouted out a lot. We have our max players. We have other players that we still also want to get. Red card in the 7th minute is crazy. 7-minute red card for the right midfielder. They scored a free kick, then an open play goal, and an open play goal here. Once we get the dormitory upgraded in, like, I think 2 months, then we can sign some more of these players here. As you can see, we have a lot of players to sign. We'll be able to sign half of them. And the other half, we'll get rid of them, unfortunately. This is our player positions that we have so far. So we have a left winger, 2 left midfielders, 2 right midfielders, 1 center midfielder, a left back, 3 center backs, 2 goalkeepers. But we don't have any strikers, right wings, or right backs. These are all our players here as well. We have a bunch of different nationalities, a bunch of different stats, and we're hoping to get a few of these gone for money and for them as well to advance their career. We can also watch 4 matches, not really like we need to or like we can, because okay, apparently we can. I just clicked on them. I didn't think that I didn't really think that we were going to be able to, but goalkeeper, I mean, I've already paid for it, so I might as well, right? Striker, right midfielder. Let's actually watch this match. It's 4-minute goal, a 17-minute free kick. We're still waiting for any more things. So we can also look at here, short passes, stuff like that, I guess. But it's just a goal, open play, another goal at the 82nd minute. Again, I didn't think you were able to. I mean, I guess it does say recommended, not like minimum. I guess most of those players are gonna be like their how do I say it? Their wanted prestige is gonna be that low, which is crazy enough. I did not know we can attend these matches. Either way, we can continue watching some of these matches here and just autofocus because we've already seen a lot of these players do have their matches, and we scouted them out to where we need them to be. It's a 1-1 game here, 78-minute goal and a goal at the last second with the 90th minute goal here. Like I said though, we've already seen most of these players, 3 stars, 2.5 stars all around. Yep. So not too much that we really care about when it comes to signing players here. 4-0, not bad. 3 open play goals here, another open play goal. It's a hat trick here. That's cool. That's cool. We're also wanting to get our second facility. Bunch of completed scouting right there, 100% of them. In our academy, we are looking to get here at Prestige 10, the Town Academy. So those are goals for this season. We've already watched a decent amount of matches, so we're going to skip to the 5th of October. So then we're able to just watch some of that training go on. Another inbox, hopefully that's like a request. We can wait for it. But it's just market value analysis for all our players. So we'll just look through our players here, do our market value analysis and other people that we need to get some market value analysis for. Here. So we have we'll read the max out: 65,000, 50,000, 41,000, 48,000, 40,000, 38,000. And we'll just get these ones now analyzed as well. So, not bad. Our best one's obviously Elijah here. And it's kind of shocking that some of these players with that are 18 years old right now are not getting sold for anything higher than that. We'll attend the training as well. And we'll look at some of these stats here. Not really much we care about. I'll be honest here. They're all doing mediocre, in my opinion. Let's get into the next match day, which is over here on the 9th. And we'll watch this match over here, because these are newly relegated teams. That's the reason why I watch some of these ones. Autofocus again, which is just going to take me through some of these. In fact, let's just go for these 15 and 14s right here. Let's watch it. And nothing's happening so far, and every time I say that, someone scores. This 23rd minute goal here. A free kick on the other side. 2 minutes after the half. Nothing else going on, except for a last minute 89th minute goal here to win them the game. 15th place, 14th place. Not bad overall. And we can watch Amber Hills moving up in life, so we can watch Amber Hills. We'll also autofocus this one. And we'll just skip this. Access getting their win here, 3-2. Not bad. They both missed penalties on this one. Missed 2 penalties. Here, that's a really big shocker, honestly. I was not expecting that. Let's continue going through inbox, course complete, and scouting complete as well. We also do have to work on ourselves. If we look over here at my profile, we are at 2.5 stars for observation, 2.5 stars for judgment, 2 stars for negotiation, and 3 stars for planning. Earnings from transfers, I didn't even know these stats. I haven't really paid attention to too much of them, but we have 71 players fully scouted, 7 players sold, 19 signed. Out of the 7, we've made 259,000. I don't know how much that is. Probably like that's like at least 4, right? 4, 8, 12, 16, 22, 28. No, it's like 3.5 maybe, or 35. Let's just say 35,000 per player minimum. We signed 19. I said that. Total facility investment 75,000. So we've made more than we've spent, which is really good. Over here on the achievements, we built our own academy. We signed our first sponsor. We fully scouted 10 players, which is really cool. Transfers, we have nothing pending here, and the market, no one really to look forward to. We're still waiting for this 71 days to go, which I'm thinking we just skip a lot of these matches, but I do want to see how Yellow Ridge is going, because that is my favorite team so far that I've seen. So I want to see them do good. Again, we'll just autofocus here. Doesn't really matter too much, but we've seen most of the guys post these sides. So 1-1 win, or draw, 33-minute goal, and then a 94th minute goal, way until the extra time there to secure themselves a point. If we look over here in the league so far, actually if we go past these 2 days and then look at the league, now before we look at our scouting completed inbox mail, if we look at the league, so far the teams at the top are Red Valley, North Shore, and Kings Hill. And over here at the bottom, not too far, Westcliff, Northfield, and Silver Bay. In fact, all the relegated teams are right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Taking up the whole bottom row. If we look at the Continental League, yeah, nothing of the newly promoted sides, but we do have Stonebridge here, which is the closest. Blackwater Forge, second closest. Who else was it that came up here? I have no idea. Well, Hilltop has been here for a full season. We're still missing one team that I just don't know where they're at. Yeah, I have no idea. If we go over here to the Youth International League, though, let's see how the teams are doing. Windermere Juniors are at a relegation risk. And where is the other one? Southside's doing really good, though. So went from all the way to the bottom to pretty high up. That's not bad. Go over here back to the home section, see how the training's doing. But they're not doing bad, not doing good. We want them to do a little bit better. That's why we want to get the the development wing, so we can have more focus points on them. So we'll just continue going past these days. Over here to day number 17. I accidentally clicked it again. This one is wrong. 17. Watch this North Shore 66 match. And we don't really have anybody to scout. Maybe the center back here as like a super sub. Same here for the center back. And we can do the center back here. And we'll go with this left winger. Actually, we'll go with the striker. Hopefully the striker's doing good. And we can watch this match as well. So, 15 minutes of nothing, 20 minutes of nothing, and that's a 21st minute goal. And then 2 more goals, 25th minute for North Shore to tie it, and 29th minute for Stonegate, and then a 54th minute for Stonegate to go 2 up. Bottom of the table beats top, nearly top of the table. That's actually crazy. They move up to 10th place. And anybody here that we could see? 2.5, 2.5, nothing. Okay. I'll just go past here. And we'll watch this Yellow Ridge match. First place versus 15th. Do we have anybody we want to see? We can do these 3. I've only seen Gold Star players from this team, which is crazy. We'll do a right winger. We'll watch this match. And a 24-minute goal from the top of the team. Top of the league. 48-minute goal and then a 49-minute goal. And then another goal here with the 72nd minute to go 2 up. And then 90th minute to pull one back. 3-2. Red Valley's going to stay at first. Yellow Ridge Core stays at 15th. Not a bad result, though. And we could do the Amber Hill match as well. Just autofocus and quick sim that one. And we get 5-2 from Greenbridge Roots to put them in 4th. Amber Hill just going back now to 16th. 2 red cards here. No wonder they scored 5. This is actually the most red card. Well, not the most red cards I've seen in the match. I've seen a red, straight red and 2 yellows. But this is most reds I've seen from one team in one game, at least. So it's a 2-minute goal, and then they get a red card in the 5th minute, which puts them in a bad position because the penalty scored here and then no play goal. So they went ahead just because of that red card. And another red card happened, so they score another one. But I say, you know what, we're going to pull one back. This is right now at the 3-2. Then they score 2 more to make it 5-2. Both open plays. They've only had they had two set piece goals. If we look here, 2 stars, 2.5, 2.5, and 3 stars. You're already watching them though, so nothing really much of interest there, or at least something new. We look in the inbox here, scouting complete again. We've had a lot of scouting complete, which is really, it's not bad, it's not good. Because we have a lot of scouting complete, but they're not really good players. Yellow Ridge versus Iron Hill Youth is kind of like a rivals match here at this point. At least on this series, because we've seen a lot of this matches, and they've gone up and down. They've beaten each other to push each other down. And at the moment, Iron Hill Youth has been doing better in the past, well, this season, last season. So I'll just continue looking through these players. And see if we find some, like, sort of underdog. Someone who can give us that gold star that we've seen before. And we'll just watch this match here. And a lot of nothing again, but as soon as I say it, it's every time. 18 minute, 28 minute, and I also did say these guys have been proven better from the past 2 seasons. This season, last season, 48 minute, that's 3-0. And then 81st minute, 4-0, and then 92nd minute to make it 5-0 with a free kick. That's a pretty big match, 5-0 for Iron Hill Youth. Puts them up a little bit. Yellow Ridge Court stays about the same. Now over here, though, we got Amber Hill versus Hillcrest. Again, we can autofocus. We've been focusing on these guys for so much that just getting past them also works as well. And this penalty miss is definitely going to be the reason why they lose here. They could have had 2-1. They could have been higher. They do take Yellow Ridge spot here, though. But they could have pushed themselves even higher than that. Unfortunate for them, they did not capitalize. They had all the opportunities. So the bottom, or I was going to say bottom of the league team, they're not in the bottom of the league anymore, but they are relegated sides. They're both relegated sides. That is autofocus here, and another instant result. We'll see how that goes. 3-1 here for Stonegate, who was not the best last season. They're doing pretty good. And it's a bunch of open play goals, except for the first one, which was a free kick in the 4th minute here. Again, since we're autofocusing, we know how most of these are already. Because they're just focusing to make them go to like 100% scouted. Again, not too much like interest here in these matches until we get to be able to sell some players. We do have something on the market demands here though, so we could check that out. I believe it's going to be the top. Of course, it's going to be top. We can propose We can propose a lot of players, but the one with 100% here is this player right here. We can save him up because we know he'll do better. And I think that's what we're thinking about right now. Unless we like, nah, because it's still, yeah, it's just not worth it, right? Because yeah, it's 33,000 in total, and we're only getting 5,000 per month for the next 6 months. It's just not worth it. Like, we want to sell players, we don't want to sell players that bad. And so we'll move closer to the first transfer window, or the second transfer window, however you want to say it, of the season. We'll just skip past a few games here. It looks like we got an inbox, and we just seen market analysis. So we'll go to our player hub here, and we'll just look through our players. We're looking at our center midfielder, the one that they want to sign. What's the center midfielder? I have no idea. We could check here though. Their total market value is maybe upwards of 41,000, but if we get their ability higher, we could probably get like 100,000 from one of them. So we'll keep them for now, like I said. And we can just look through some of these matches here. Not really much to pay attention to. We can leave view there. We don't really care about the 72 or 58, and we'll just look at some of these ones instead. 4-2 match here for West Bay Rovers. Open play, 2 free kicks, an open play, and then another open play there. Let's see if we can find any star players here though. Not really seeing much star players, so we can just go past that one. And we'll watch this Yellow Ridge match again. And I don't think we have anything worth watching, but we'll watch it. Over there is 1 minute, not 1 minute, 18-minute goal, 26-minute goal, and then a 36-minute goal to pull them back. Although they had a 57-minute goal and then a 61-minute goal to pull it back. But then they win at the end with an 89-minute goal and a 91st-minute goal. That's Yellow Ridge this season. It just sums it up. Just does good and then loses it all, and then they do really shit. They don't ever do good and then just stay good. Like, if we look at the league under Yellow Ridge, only 2 wins out of 14 matches, 10 losses, and 2 draws here. That's just so bad. And we'll just continue going through these days, see if we find any good matchups. I do want to see some more of this Red Valley team here, because they're in first, and they have a decent amount of players as well. First versus 8th, 3-2 match here. First and 8th still. 2.5, 2 stars, 2.5, and 2.5. Although some of these do have good attributes, so it might be worth it. It might not. Who knows? We'll never know until like we either sign them or we don't. We can go for some of these other ones that were just not like all there yet, but I definitely want to do either negotiation or observation or judgment, and my brain's telling me to go for judgment here, so that's what we're gonna do. Be able to see the better stats at least. I think that's worth it. I'm just continue going through these days, and maybe we could watch one of these elite level matches. I mean, we have enough money. It's not like we're gonna see anything, but we'll go Riverstone versus the juniors here because we have seen junior players before. We'll go with Norden because it's Norden, and as you can see, some of these we still have scouted because we've scouted them before when they were back down in our league. And we'll just go for some of these players over here, and we'll watch this game. We'll see the difference between games in the elite level versus down in the minors, and it's not really seen much of a difference, especially because it's a 0-0 match. 4th place to 16th place, it should be a higher match. I mean, I know I said that in 57-minute goal here, but 85th-minute goal to keep them up. It would be really embarrassing to lose to Windermere Juniors, who were on a relegation spot. But they pulled it back. They pulled it back in the 85th minute. I don't think any of these are ready to be scouted further. And over here, same thing. Although we do have the market values of up to 90,000. Do you not see that for anybody else? Okay, that's crazy. Let's continue going through them. I'm still waiting for this thing to be done. We have 34 days left, which is not that bad. But let's go to the end. Well, not the end of the season, but the midpoint of the season. That's what I was going to say. Here, we'll check our inbox. A player has reached their full potential, Elijah Mason, so let's see if we can get him out of here. Where is Elijah Mason anyways? Left backs. We're looking for left backs. Their potential is not that good, so I'm willing to send them out. And we'll just continue going through them. The further down we go, the more likely, especially the closer we get to a transfer. It's not even transfer month. I think it's the next month now. It's just break. Okay, well, we got a transfer request from Mason, which is really good because they reached their max potential. Although proposal rejected on that end, which is unfortunate. Though we can propose another player here. We don't want to propose though our players that have potential, so I'm just gonna have to deny this one. And then over here, the transfer Mason, 2 requests here. We can accept this one and transfer agreed, and we have some more money to spend once we get to the actual transfer day, which is in January. So in fact, we'll just skip to January, make it easier for us. So he sold 1 player so far. Not really as much action as I would hope, but we are getting to the point of the game where we have scouted so much that we just need to hurry up and improve. We also have another transfer request here. And inbox here, facility upgrade is complete now. Well, what's their potential at? Potential's 3.5 here. And so I'm just gonna reject that straight out. We don't want to get rid of players that we have a lot of potential. Yeah, so we're getting towards the point where we have scouted so much players and we're just stuck in this lower league that we need something to help us move on faster. And I'm hoping that's what the staff does whenever that comes out. And I want to start another series on this so we could try that out. Transfer completed and course complete. Yeah, because I want to like have new things to do instead of being stuck at the bottom for like a whole 4 seasons. So when this game gets updated, I'll probably start a new series, start a new academy. So if you would like to see that new academy, then do let me know in the comment section. Or if you would just like to stick to this one. But I was saying we're getting towards the later start of the game, where we're just waiting, and that's not really the most fun to do, but it's entertaining for a little bit. As you can see though, we are upgraded our dormitory, so we can now have more players. We're in for prestiges for some of these other ones, but I think we can go out and get some conditioning here. 20,000 to upgrade this. We were getting money from the other guy, or we did get our money from the other guy, so we have money to spend a little bit. We also, since we do have the other thing, we can actually focus on getting some of these players now. And I'm looking through, and realistically, we only have a few that we're like, yeah, you know what, I want to sign. And not really the best here, but this one's our closest. They said we're doing good, and we're going to give them a 110 offer here. And they agreed, so we have a new player now. Anything else with any, like, 3.5s maybe? We have another 3.5 here with 160, so we'll do a 130. And they want to sign as well. So we got 2 new players. We sold 1. So what does that mean? We're on 13, and we still want to get these guys, but I don't know if they want to join. Let's hit them with their max offer. If this one doesn't want to join, we'll actually wait. No, we want to do the 18-year-old. So if they don't want to join, then we know. Well, then we'll know we got to wait up a little bit. Okay, because we don't want to get them both rejected since we're building the other facility anyways. Another market as well, market demand offer here. So we'll go propose a player. Everybody wants these players with high potentials, but they're not willing to get these lower potential ones. I mean, like, I don't mind too much, but I think we let these marinate for a full season at least. And then we'll continue to our first training day of the month. We got an inbox though, so I guess we'll stop this up. Unused focus points, I forgot about that. And then transfer complete. So we'll go to our player hub, go down here. And we do want to analyze these players. the ones we haven't analyzed yet. We want to go develop and put our training focuses on something, which would be the finishing for now. And for you, you have vision needs, so we'll do that one. Everybody else is doing fine with theirs, so we could leave it that way. And we'll just continue going through. Another market demand here. I'm assuming it's going to be from you. Ooh, okay. That's a bigger amount of money here, but these are higher potential players. So I think we just hold off. Unfortunately, we hold off. Let's continue going through here. We'll attend the training. See how the training goes. Not bad. I also wish I had more still trainings, like maybe like a mini game or something, but obviously maybe not make that. Maybe that doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, we don't want to watch these matches because we're not going to be able to get anybody from there. We'll continue watching these matches on. Oh, that went down to second. That's crazy. Yeah, I want something more to do when it comes to actually focused on him. When it comes to being able to like scout and stuff like that. Like watching matches obviously are just like watching matches. But other stuff, maybe add some mini games in there. I'll just continue autofocus. Because it's just like once you get to this point where I'm at, like I said earlier, it's just a bunch of clicking, scouting, just autos, because you don't really care for looking through half of these, because you know half the ones you're going to look for are going to give you bad results anyways. And I already have a bunch of decent players here that I could just sign. So as long as I watch matches, I'm fine there. Our procedure's up though, it's 8.1. Scouting complete for a lot of players as well. Like I said, I'm just getting close and closer to just scouting every single player. These ones I didn't need to scout, but it's fine. This is a good match here, 6-0. I think this is the highest scoring I've seen in any team, and this is my team, which is really good, even though they're in 18th place. So we got open play, second yellow within, what was that? That's 41 minutes. Another open play, and the 2 free kicks towards the end. Not bad, not bad. Again, though, we've already seen most of it. Oh, yeah, this is our left back that we've been looking at this whole time. Same thing with this one. I was like, damn, we found a new guy. Yeah, nah, they're just the same people that we're trying to get this whole time. I've literally scouted them out since season 1. Just unfortunately, we can hold on to them. Yeah, we'll just autofocus. Get this done. See if we got an esport access all the way at the top. They've been having it up and down realistically. 2.5, 2.5, 2 and 2. Yeah. Just autofocus again. And a 4-2 match. Penalty miss here. A bunch of open play goals. A free kick and another open play here. Do we have anybody better than the 2.5 here? We have 1-3, which we've already watch listed. We're just working towards that. That little prestige right there. And how much do we have to wait for our thing to be done? 74 days. Jesus, we're in like a whole season. Again, we're going to autofocus. We're trying to watch as much matches as we can so we can make sure everybody's scouted. 2-0 match here. Just both in... I was going to say both in the first half, but that's 47 minutes, so it's the second half. I've already seen these guys a lot. Same thing here. Skip past that. In fact, we got to go to the next match today. And over here, decent matchup. I've seen this matchup so many times. This is the original rivalry back in the season 1. Yeah, this is it. It's supposed to be a good rivalry. 5-3. 18 minutes, 23rd minute equalizer, 34 and 43rd minute goal to be 3-1. Pull one back in the 45th minute right before the half. And then 2 minutes after restart, that's 4-2. Pulls another one back to 4-3 in the 72nd minute with a free kick. And then in a whole minute later, they just get that last nail in the coffin, 5-3. Pretty good showing. Again, we've already scouted this one. Right back, and just like the other two, just don't really matter too much, do they? Ever seen that gold player we've been trying to get to? Unfortunately, we have not been able to reach that level yet, though. we can just get past these, and then we'll like focus on these two here, and we'll just continue simming through. And 2-2 match here, yellow card, but then we also got open plays, a free kick, and an open play here. Not bad to show from 5th and 4th. Yeah, we could just look at the league again once we get past these days. We'll go past that to 24th. Yeah, we'll look at this match up here, autofocus again. Yeah, 4-3 match here, that's not bad actually. Bluetown getting the better. And then first place, Eastport Access here. See how this match goes. They get dominated, absolutely dominated. 4-1. It's 3 goals in a bit of time here. I watched it, I look at this and I'm like, oh, these are back to back. But no, they have really big pauses between them. Free kick, 2 open plays, another open play, and just another open play over here for the Access team. And it's kind of complete from a few players as well. Yep, same thing there. We go to the leagues though. Here's how it goes. Eldridge Core all the way at the bottom. Silver Bay, Northfield, Westcliff, Amber Hill, Hillcrest are the next 5, which are all relegated teams, and the only one that's doing decent is Stonegate actually. Did not mean to click that one. Stonegate is looking to creep its way up into promotion spot. My team just all at the bottom. Eastport doing pretty good. If we look over in the other leagues though, not so much. Again though, none of the newly promoted teams are worried for relegation except for juniors over there. But yeah, we've done a decent amount of progress here. We've signed up a few players, we got our upgrades, upgrading again. We got up to prestige 8.6. I hope you guys did like this video, and if you guys want to see more of this series, my other series, which is Football Life Simulator, and a potential series coming up, Football Manager, then do leave a like, or do subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.